Okay, so back from a screening of Love Lies Bleeding. This is the new film from Rose Glass, who co-wrote with Weronika Tofilska. The film is produced by Andrea Cornwall and Oliver Kassman. It's executive produced by Daniel Batask, David Kimbanji, Susan Keir, and Ollie Madden. Clint Mansell handles the music. Ben Fordsman was on cinematography. Mark Towns edits the piece. Right, Lindsey Graham and Mary Vanu took care of the casting. Katie Hickman was production design. Art direction is Marissa France, Lauren Schuall, and Kendra Tuttle. Jess Kufa and Randall Dongo Olson took care of set decoration, while Olga Mill was costume design. Hair and makeup, we have got Megan Doom, Lisa Hansel, Carmen L. Jones, Stacey Panepento, Ali Swift, Frida Valencula, Brian Wartsack, and Derek Herrera. So the cast, right? Lou is played by Kristen Stewart. Right, her sister Beth is played by Jenna Malone. Her dad, Lou Sr., is played by Ed Harris. Right? Beth has a husband, JJ, played by Dave Franco. Then we've got Jackie, played by Katy O'Brian. Right? There's Beth's got a son called Billy, played by Eldon Jones. There is oh gosh, who is Sharon, played by Hilary Fleming. Stoney Owen, played by Mick Candrew. Officer Mike, played by David DeLau. We've got Nate, played by Tate Fletcher. Mickey, played by Jerry G. Angelo. Chester, played by Keith Jardine. Right? Dave, played by Matthew Blood-Smyth. O'Reilly, played by Orrin Carrington. Who else? Oh, and Daisy, played by Anna Barashinkov, who she's a friend, a acquaintance of Lou's. Yeah. Okay, so the gist of the film. Okay. Reclusive gym manager Lou falls hard for Jackie, an ambitious bodybuilder, headed through town to Vegas in pursuit of her dream. But their love ignites violence, pulling them deep into the web of Lou's criminal family. This film is something. It is something, people. Trust me. Now, Rose Glass, her feature debut was Saint Maud, which was great. I think I covered that during the 2019 London Film Festival. But it was such a good film. Oh man. I believe I think it's on either Netflix or Prime. I think. Right? I know it's somewhere where you can watch it for free. But it's definitely a great film. So, after that, it was just like, I wonder what she's going to do next. Right? And this is it. This is her second feature. And yo, what a feature to come back with. There is definitely no sophomore drop off here. Love Lies Bleeding is fantastic. Oh, it's just, I had no clue what this was, right? I'd seen the poster, right, of Katy O'Brien's character, right, Jackie, in a kind of a sitting pose, holding a gun. You don't see the face. The face is kind of cut, but just holding the gun, looking over her shoulder, and just thinking, I wonder what is this? Like some sort of action film, right? And I'd heard a few people, few friends mention that this is a great film. So I was like, okay, I said, yeah, should check this out. And I'm really glad I got this opportunity because, like, it's the way this was put together was just fascinating. Like, it's great, right? Like, there's there's action, there's some crazy violence. Also, there's this trippiness about it, and just this really interesting way of depicting certain things. But there's also some laughs, right? I laughed a good few times in the film, but it's not meant to be a comedy, I feel, you know? It's like we open up with these shots of people like pumping weights, right? Lifting and all of this in the gym, men and women working out, glistening. And we're like, okay. And then we got this girl hand down the toilet. Right? And you're like, oh, okay. That is not as glamorous. Not so glamorous here. You know what I mean? Hand down the toilet. Right? And this other girl trying to chirp her while she's got a hand down the toilet. You know what I mean? It's just yeah, it was interesting. Interesting. So we have this, that's our introduction to Lou, kind of aloof, right? And then we meet Jackie again in a interesting way, right? Interesting way. So you're just like, okay. And then Jackie stumbles into the gym, right? And we have our characters meet, which is interesting. Interesting. Yeah, especially once you find something else out, right? You're like, oh, oh dear. But yeah, it's very intense in certain parts, right? That connection between Lou and Jackie, intense, right? The way they get together. So you can see that, yeah, they've definitely fallen hard for each other. It's interesting. Then we got her dad, Ed Harris. Oh my god! Like Ed Harris and Dave Franco are just kind of unrecognizable. They're just like great the way they've thrown themselves into these roles. It really is. It was like I had a double take on both, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Like Dave Franco, just for the voice, right? The voice is very recognizable, but the look, he's like got a mullet and everything. And Ed Harris's character with his dank hair and just man, very interesting. And those characters, oh, not likable all, at all, right? Oh man, so yeah, we just see all of these different things. Now we throw in right the steroid use, which the way that is depicted is, I don't think I've seen it done like this before. It was just like, yo, okay, right? Because you think you're watching a kind of a traditional, let's say traditional film. But then we get these kind of weird, kind of trippy aesthetics thrown in, and you're like, oh, oh shit. Okay. That's that's kind of crazy, but great. It works so well, people. It really does. And like, look, steroids, yeah, they can, bodybuilders are on them for sure. We know this. We also know that they can fuck with your personality, right? And especially with women, because you're putting hormones in, right? So that balance is completely thrown. And a big thing that women have definitely said that, and especially women that have transitioned, right? That once they started with the hormones, right? They got the testosterone. Man, they felt themselves feeling like more aggressive, right? It was harder to control those emotions. So, having Jackie taking steroids, it was, man, the way that's depicted, right? This, like, we see the muscle growth, the body change, but then also the personality. Like, Glass really tapped into that in such a way. Such She brought it to life in such a way. It is like funny but engaging and tense. Oh man, it's great what it adds to this film. It really is. The special effects, give those people a raise. They did a phenomenal, like, it's phenomenal with the whole muscle thing, right? And those crazy transformations and all of that. But some of the violence, right? What they do for that. Now, the way the screen's configured, right? It was hard to see, for me to see the finer detail of certain things, but I did get a bit of a look at some of the stuff, and it was just like, wait, how is that a person? I don't know how they did it, because it was crazy. What they did in this film was freaking crazy, right? Just every department just delivered, right? The acting was great, right? We buy this crazy relationship that Lou and Jackie are in, right? The intensity from Beth, right? With when she's talking to Lou about JJ and all of that. That just Ed Harris, phenomenal as a dad, right? And Daisy. Oh man. What Anna did with Daisy, right? Because look, everyone's probably come across a Daisy. So Anna killed it. Kirsten Stewart was great as Lou, right? No one dropped the ball here. No one at all. This film was so good. It reminded me in a way of True Romance, but even more frenetic, right? If you think about True Romance and how crazy that can get, Love Lies Bleeding just seemed to take it to that next level, people. Right? So if you love True Romance, you will definitely, definitely want to check out Love Lies Bleeding. You really do. Because it's that whole relationship in True Romance. Like, we get that in this, like that ride or die, you know? And you do have those situations like, what would you do? Right? When you've set yourself on a goal, there's something that you really want. Right? We see all of that. We do learn a bit more about Lou's background as well. Get a little bit about Jackie, but it's just, I think, even that little bit we get about Jackie really speaks volumes to her character. right? You don't really need to know more, right? You get it, you understand, right? Similarly with Lou and the flashbacks and things like that, the way they're shot, very haunting, people. It is just a really, really well put together film. Like the score from Ansel is great. This is a tremendous film. It really is. So, people, you definitely need to go check it out. Highly recommend. You know what I mean? Hitting cinemas this Friday. So yeah, get it in your lives, people. You will not be disappointed. And I think, yeah, True Romance is the best comparison I can think of. Right? If you thought what Rose did with Saint Maud, if you like that, this is gonna blow you away for sure. Right? She delivers, the cast, everyone delivers. Cinematography, the costume design, just everyone. Loves Lives Lead. I don't know why I'm struggling saying the title of this. It's not a difficult title, right? But Loves Lies. Oh my day. Like, what's wrong with me, people? Love Lies Bleeding. Yeah, Love Lies Bleeding. You want it in your life, people. You really do. This, I will be watching this film again. Definitely. It's a repeat watch. It's a repeat watch. So yeah, go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Love Lies Bleeding.